Let's get our hands dirty, because understanding what's beneath the surface is the first step to a thriving garden. The ground you walk on isn't just dirt, it's the real engine of your garden, quietly working behind the scenes every single day. We often admire the leaves and flowers above ground, celebrating their color and beauty, but it's the soil, alive with billions of invisible microbes, fungi, and tiny creatures, that makes all that growth possible. These bacteria and fungi are nature's recyclers. They break down dead leaves and organic matter, unlock essential nutrients, and build the structure that roots need to thrive. Without this living community, your soil is just lifeless dust, unable to support healthy plants or hold water. Think of healthy soil as a bustling underground city. Microbes create airways for roots, fight off plant diseases, and even help plants communicate with each other. All this activity helps roots grow strong and deep, making your plants more resilient to drought and stress. If you want truly thriving plants, treat your soil like the living, breathing ecosystem it is, full of life and potential. The secret? Feed the workers. Give your soil life, the food it needs to keep working for you. Sometimes, the best food isn't fancy fertilizer. It's simple carbohydrates from your kitchen, like rice, wheat, or flour, that microbes love to eat. When you feed the soil life, you'll notice less watering, fewer pests, and stronger, more productive plants. Nature's reward for your care. Take care of the trillions below your feet, and your garden will flourish all on its own, season after season. Remember, you're not just a gardener. You're the manager of a vast, microscopic workforce, and your attention makes all the difference. Let's take a closer look at our contenders: whole rice, wheat berries, and flour. These three ingredients might seem similar at first glance, but when it comes to feeding soil microbes, they're worlds apart. To the tiny microbes living in your soil, the difference between these foods is as dramatic as comparing a tough coconut to a bowl of sugar cubes. Whole rice and wheat berries are like nature's slow-release batteries. Their dense structure and intact outer layers make them tough for microbes to break down, so they release their energy gradually. The hard shells act as a protective barrier, forcing microbes to work slowly and steadily, breaking them down bit by bit over time. This slow and steady process provides a continuous food source for soil life, nourishing beneficial organisms for weeks rather than days. Flour, on the other hand, is already ground up, with all its sugars and starches exposed. It's like instant energy for microbes, easy to access and quick to consume. When you add flour to your soil, microbes get a sudden feast, causing a rapid burst of activity as they gobble up the easy food. Think of whole rice and wheat as a hearty, slow-cooked meal for your soil, while flour is more like fast food, quick, satisfying, but gone in a flash. Each option sparks a different reaction underground, shaping the community of microbes and the health of your soil in unique ways. If you want to build long-term soil health and support a thriving ecosystem, whole grains are your best bet. But if your garden needs a quick microbial boost, perhaps after planting or during a growth spurt, flour can deliver fast results. The right choice depends on your garden's needs, your goals, and the timing of your planting season. So, let's find out what really happens when you add rice, wheat, or flour to your soil, and see which one works best for your garden's unique needs. When you add rice or wheat to soil, fungi get to work first, breaking down the tough grains. Their networks glue soil particles together, improving structure, aeration, and water retention. Bacteria join in later, feeding on what fungi release. This slow process builds healthy, resilient soil over time. Add flour and bacteria explode in number, an instant sugar rush. You'll see a quick burst of activity, then a die-off, releasing nutrients fast. Flour is a short-term fix. Rice and wheat are for the long haul. Both have their place. Choose based on whether you want a quick boost or lasting soil improvement. It's the difference between a firework and building a house. Want proof that your soil is alive? Here's a simple experiment you can do right in your kitchen, using just a few ingredients you probably already have at home. Start by filling 3 jars with garden soil. To one jar, add a spoonful of rice. To the second, add wheat grains. And to the third, add a bit of flour. Each of these foods will feed different microbes in the soil. Moisten the mixtures with a splash of water, just enough to dampen the soil, then cover the jars loosely with plastic wrap or a lid. Place them somewhere warm like a sunny windowsill and let them sit. In just a day or two, you'll notice the flour jar bubbling and giving off a sour smell. That's a sign that bacteria are having a feast and multiplying rapidly. Meanwhile, the rice and wheat jars will seem quiet at first, with little visible change on the surface. After about a week, the bubbling in the flour jar will settle down as the bacteria run out of easy food. But now, look closely at the rice and wheat jars. You'll see fine white threads, mycelium, spreading across the surface. Fungi are now at work, breaking down the tougher grains. The flour acts like a sprinter, giving a quick burst of energy to bacteria, but it doesn't last long. Rice and wheat are more like marathon runners, feeding fungi and building soil structure slowly and steadily over time. This simple test reveals how different foods feed different communities of microbes, each playing a unique role in soil health. Watch the changes, sniff the jars, and see the underground world come alive before your eyes. It's a fascinating glimpse into the hidden life beneath our feet. Your soil's response to these foods can tell you a lot about what it needs to thrive, and how you can help it become even healthier. Ready to try it? Here's a foolproof recipe. Add 1 tablespoon of flour to a 9-liter watering can, no more, or you'll suffocate your soil. Fill with water, stir well, and water your plant's soil. Use this no more than once every 2 to 4 weeks. It's perfect for containers or new beds needing a boost. For long-term health, bury a few grains of rice or wheat near perennials. Watch how your plants respond. Greener leaves, perkier growth. Every garden is different, so experiment and observe. Feed your soil's invisible workforce, and your garden will thrive. There's always another dirty job, so get out there and dig in.